So when I heard there was Asian Champions League going on here in Seoul, I definitely had to come check it out. I'm here at the Seoul World Cup Stadium, which is not that hard to get to. It's just on the Brown Line 6. And the matchup today is going to be FC Seoul, which of course this is their home ground, and they're going up against Kedah FA, which is a team from Malaysia. Getting tickets here is pretty simple. There's a ticket box right outside of the main gate, and I was able to get a seat in the supporter section for only 14,000 won here, which is like about 12 US dollars for Champions League. You know, could be Asian Champions League, European Champions League, doesn't matter what Champions League, that's a good deal. And it is always impressive going up and down the main stairs here to the entrance to the stadium. I went up to get tickets. I'm going down because I've been here before. I know the concessions. I gotta get something to eat before this game starts. We have about an hour until kickoff. They do have this plaza full of food trucks right out here at the main entrance. I was able to pick up a little slice of pizza just because I haven't had a thing to eat all day. But yeah, this thing is absolutely crazy. It's like a supreme slice with a sweet potato crust and corn, olives. I don't really know where to go with that. But this is not my first FC Seoul game, so I know where all the real fans go to get some food right before kickoff starts. I do mean it when I say it, the Seoul World Cup Stadium is pretty nuts. They have like a supersized grocery store right here next to the pitch in the like underground part of the stadium. At the deli, they have a bunch of prepackaged foods ready to go, and it's definitely just the best way to eat or drink at a football game. For example, if you want to have a drink at the game, why settle for stadium prices and selection when you can really just get all of this around you? And it's curious, so you can really bring anything you want into the stadium. Not many questions or none are asked. To get to the Home Plus, you can just walk right around the corner from the stadium, or just get off at exit 1 when you get to the World Cup Stadium station. It's really all in the same building. So if we're going to these games, if you didn't know about it, now you know. With that said, let's make our way into the stadium. So I'm here at what I think is my seat. One little thing about Asian Champions League that's different from a K-League match I've been to is security is a little bit beefed up. They're okay with all the food and this big bottle of water I brought in, but I guess they have a no cap policy. So I have to haul in this 2 liter, only about 300 won, great deal, but I gotta have no cap with the cup. So Champions League is a little bit different out here in Asia, whereas in Europe it runs from about July, August, all the way until June, so it goes through the winter. In Asia it actually starts on the winter season, so this is technically a knockout game, but it's still a playoff. Group stages haven't started yet. But for both these teams that worked so hard to get here, it's definitely a win or go home kind of deal, so you know they're going to leave it all on the pitch tonight. Alright, the Ultras have made their way into the stadium, so let's get this thing started. And Kedah just got hit with a red card and a penalty, so let's see if some goals can come in. At the end of the first half, FC Seoul is up 1-0 with a goal from Park Jin-young, who was apparently a former Arsenal prospect, I just found out. The score is 1-0 for the home team, and since they're a man up after Kedah got a red card, they've dug themselves into a pretty deep hole. It's going to be hard for them to get out of it. So let's see how the second half goes. Alright, that was an absolute banger. Osmar, former Juventus prospect. So that pretty much wraps it up here at the Seoul World Cup Stadium. FC Seoul was able to win this one 4-1. They beat Kedah FA, the team out there from Malaysia. Overall, it was a pretty decent game. Kedah was playing very physical, a little too physical in the box, which got them a red card, led to a penalty. And after that, in the second half, it was just all of Seoul's game. I was able to record an absolute banger of a free kick from Osmar, who is, I guess, one of their players, European players that, again, used to play for Juventus. And I got some little tidbits about the players while I was in there with the Ultras. They're very knowledgeable, giving me all these facts. And with the score being final and Seoul going through, they're going to advance to the group stages, which should be announced fairly shortly. And just one last thing before I go that's pretty sick about the stadium is that they have their own mega box movie theater. So what I mean is, yeah, there's literally a movie theater that's attached to a football ground, which is, yeah, something that I've never seen before. I think it's very only unique to FC Seoul, so, they get points for that. Unfortunately, I'm not really in the mood for a movie though, so I think I might just call it a night.
김민수!